Check out my guide on Steam in the description below. Starting with the essentials, the shovel has 2 guaranteed spawns, one right where you spawn and the other underneath the generator free sign. The other 2 shovels have 4 randomized spawns, one in the lightning tunnel on your left by the table, one in the wind tunnel on your right next to the workbench, one in the church downstairs to the right of the workbench leaning on some boxes, and one to the left of the rear end of the tank leaning on a pillar. Let's move on to the black vinyl. It has 3 randomized spawn locations. One is behind the excavation sign by the mound on a box, the second spawn is in a wheelbarrow on top of the mound, and the third and final location is down by the path to the church, leaning on a box. The third essential item to any Origins Easter egg run is the Gramophone, which can be found at either side of this table inside the mound. Once you have the black vinyl and the Gramophone, place the Gramophone on the table. Don't forget to pick it back up once it's done playing. The final essential item is the G-Strike. To get it you must pick up a stone tablet on a table in the tank station and bring it over to the church. Place it in the pedestal upstairs and get melee kills. This is to cleanse it of dirt. Once you have enough kills, pick it back up and make your way back to the tank station, while carefully avoiding mud. In order to do this, you have to walk on the planks and jump over any gaps. Once you're back at the tank station, place the clean tablet on the table and get more melee kills. Once you're done, a portal should appear and grant you the G-Strike. The shield consists of 3 parts with 3 randomized spawns, the bottom, the top and the middle. The bottom can spawn in a wheelbarrow in a passage outside of spawn on the way to the tank station, on top of the tank station on a box next to a large broken pipe, and on a corpse in a wheelbarrow at the end of the trench going right instead of left to enter the workshop. The top can spawn in the passage opposite of the fire tunnel in a wheelbarrow, at the bottom of the fire tunnel on a table to the right, and beside a box underneath generator 3. The middle piece can spawn in the footstep behind Jug on the top left from the robot's point of view, in the footstep leading to Jug and a soulbox right underneath the mound to the left from the robot's point of view, and in the footstep leading to Stamina and the church on the bottom left from the robot's point of view. I recommend building the shield in the wind tunnel, but you can build it at either the workshop, the wind tunnel or the church. The Maxis drone consists of 3 parts, the brain, the frame and the rotor. The brain has a fixed spawn location, it always spawns at spawn on a table. The rotor can spawn next to the gobblegum machine at the top of the mound, to the left of the table on some machinery, inside of the mound, or at the very bottom of the mound on a box which is on some scaffolding. As for the frame, it can spawn at the bottom of the ice tunnel on your left, on the tank path going backwards on your right, or on the tank path going forwards on your left. Once you have all the parts, I recommend building it at the church, but you can build it at the workshop, the wind tunnel or the church. The ice vinyl can be found in 3 different locations at the tank station. One is immediately as you enter on a table, the other is to the left on a shelf, and the last part is on a shelf by the exit. As for its pieces, you have to dig up graves while it's snowing. They can only spawn in their respective part of the map. So the bottom spawns at spawn or around spawn, the middle spawns around the middle once you dig up gravesites in the middle, and the top spawns around the church area. Once you have all the pieces and the vinyl, go to the ice tunnel, which is outside the church by generator 6, and place the gramophone on the table to your left. Once the portal is done building, jump right through it, and grab the gem that you see come up from the other side. Once you've done that, rebuild the portal, go back, and don't forget to grab the gramophone on your way out. Once you've done all that, you can go down to the bottom of the mound again and craft the ice staff. Now, the wind vinyl can spawn in 3 different locations around Stamina. The first location is to the right of Stamina. The second location is opposite of Stamina on some boxes. And the third location is inside of the lightning tunnel to your left on a table. To get the pieces for the wind staff, look on the other side of a robot's foot. If it's glowing, shoot it and let it step on you. Then grab the wind piece inside. You have to do this 3 times in total for all the 3 robots. Once you have all the pieces and the vinyl, go down to the wind tunnel, which is close to generator 4 or Juggernog, and build a portal. Once it's done building, jump right through, grab the gem, rebuild the portal, and don't forget the gramophone on your way out. Then go to the bottom of the mound and build the wind staff. The lightning vinyl can be found in 3 locations around generator 4 or Juggernog. The first location is on a table to the left of Juggernog, the second location is on a wagon right across from Juggernog, and the third location is inside of the wind tunnel on your right at the bottom. It's somewhere around here. To get the lightning staff pieces, you have to ride a tank. I'm not talking about Dempsey. At some point in your journey, you should come across wood steps. Jump off there, then go and grab the lightning staff piece. Now, for the next part, I recommend that you grab Stamina. Now ride a tank until you see some wood scaffolding on your left. Once you jump off, be as fast as you possibly can, grab the lightning staff piece and try to make it back to the tank. Climb up on the tank and you'll be able to grab all 3 pieces in one go. The last piece should be on your right, on a dirt path. If you don't make it back to the tank in time, go back to the tank station and call the tank over. That'll save you 500 points. Now go through the lightning tunnel by Stamina. Place the gramophone at the bottom. Go through. Grab the gem. Rebuild the portal. Don't forget the gramophone on your way back out. Go to the bottom of the mound and build the lightning staff. Fire vinyl can be found in 3 different locations around the church. The first one is on a pillar in between the tank and the pillar next to the stairs. The second one is upstairs on a bench opposite of the pedestal. And the third and final location is on some boxes by generator 6. As for the fire staff pieces, you get one from the rewards chest after activating generator 6. You can get one by shooting down this plane, which spawns 1 round after you've opened up the path to the church. This piece of the staff will always land right here. And the final piece of the fire staff always drops from the first panzer you kill in the game. One naturally spawns at round 8. As signaled by the sirens. Now that you have all the pieces and the vinyl, make your way down the fire tunnel, which is outside spawn on your way to generator 3. Place the gramophone at the bottom, jump through the portal, grab the gem, make your way to the bottom of the mound. Don't forget to grab the gramophone on your way out. To upgrade the ice staff, you have to make your way back down to the crazy place. You'll see a symbol on the wall and some symbols on the ceiling. What you have to do is translate the symbols on the wall to the symbols on the ceiling and shoot those symbols on the ceiling. Here's a cheat sheet to help you do that. It can also be found in high resolution in my guide on Steam. Once you've shot all the symbols, make your way back to the surface. You should see an ice grave behind Juggernog. Shoot it with your ice staff and then with your pistol. There are 3 of these around the map. The second one is on the mound to the right of the last grave you shot. The third one is actually behind the tank station to the left of a fallen robot, but there's a faster way to shoot it. And that's the completion sound. Now that you're done with both of those steps, go down to the mound and pull all the levers until the rings show blue. Then shoot the blue orb at the bottom, using your ice staff, of course. You're at the last step now. Go to the crazy place and place the ice staff in the pedestal. Now you need to charge it with souls, zombie souls. So just kill zombies and eventually it'll pop up as a kind of sidebar thing and it'll glow white. To upgrade the wind staff, go back to the crazy place and look up. You have to put all of these symbols into a special configuration. You do this by shooting them. Once you're done, the rings will spin and stop glowing, except for the outer one. Now make your way back to the surface. Here you'll have to shoot orbs so that the smoke starts facing the mound. There are 3 of these orbs on the map in total. The first one was right outside the wind tunnel. The second one is if you go behind the tank and follow the tank path backwards. It should be on your right. And the final one is to the left of Stamina. When you're done with that step, head inside the mound and pull all the levers so that all the rings show yellow. Once you've done that, shoot a yellow orb in the bottom ring, using your wind staff. Next, place the wind staff in the pedestal in the crazy place. And charge it up with zombie souls. Once you're done, the weird sidebar thing will show up and the wind staff will be glowing white. To upgrade the lightning staff, make your way back to the crazy place with it. Here you will find triangles, symbolizing piano keys. You have to play the chords on the walls, but I have a cheat sheet for you. Next you have to turn all of these dials around the map. There are a lot of them, I know. Once you're done, you'll hear a confirmation sound. Next, go back and make sure all the circles show purple. Then shoot the purple orb in the bottom ring. Once you're done, head back to the crazy place and place the lightning staff in the pedestal. You now have to charge it using zombie souls. Once it's done, the sidebar thing should show up again with the lightning staff glowing white. To upgrade the fire staff, make your way back to the crazy place with it and kill zombies on this lava grating. I'm not sure if you have to use the fire staff or not, but your goal is to fill up the basins behind you with fire. Once you've done that, make your way to the church. Go upstairs and you will see symbols on the wall. You have to translate these symbols into numbers and shoot the numbered torches downstairs in the corresponding order. Here's a cheat sheet to help you. Once you're done, make your way back to the mound and pull all the levers so that all the rings show red. Then shoot the red orb at the bottom. Next, go into the crazy place and place the fire staff on the pedestal. Now you have to charge it up with souls. Once it's done, the weird sidebar thing will show up again and the fire staff will be glowing white. If you have upgraded all the staffs, congratulations, you just did step 1 for the Easter egg. For the next step, all the generators have to be activated. You have to put all the staves in different pedestals. The fire staff will go in the pedestal at the bottom of the mound. The wind staff will go in the pedestal that is inside of the middle robot's head. The lightning staff will go inside of the spawn robot's head. And the ice staff will go inside of the church robot's head. You can find all of this in my Steam guide again, so if you need to take it at a slower pace, either rewind the video or go to the Steam guide. Once you've placed all the staves in their pedestals, you should hear a completion sound. The staves will now respawn at the bottom of the mound. Until you've completed this Easter egg step, all of the robots will come at once in unison. In order to complete this step, you need the G-strike, and a friend or a lot of patience. Only one of the robot's feet will be lit up at a time. Once the player is inside of the robot's head, they will find a red button where the wind staff piece used to be. Now, the moment the player inside the robot's head presses the button, someone has to be standing with the G-strike ready to throw at a stone slab outside of the map. If done correctly, the stone slab will break, and there will be a hole in the ground. Now you may have noticed that I did a solo, and it is possible to do solo, it's just tedious. You have to wait for either of the middle robot's feet to be open. If it's not, jump in the corner of the stamina up machine and crouch. This will make you invisible to the zombies, and it will help you wait until the next robot cycle. Once either of the middle robot's feet are lit up, go inside, and when the countdown reaches 1 or 0, spam the red button inside of the robot. Then when you are ejected, run like a madman to throw the G-strike. But remember, it's better to be slow and accurate than to miss it entirely.
That sounds ominous. Better we use these machines to our own advantage.
Once you've busted a hole in the ground, send the Maxis drone down. Be wary, a bunch of panzers will spawn. I recommend using the fire staff for this one, as it is ridiculously powerful against panzers. Once you've killed all of the panzers, you need to get a hold of a zombie blood and shoot a glowing plane in the sky, which is invisible unless you have zombie blood. The plane is going to drop a zombie, which is going to start running counterclockwise around the mound. Kill it and grab the Maxis drone. The Maxis drone has been upgraded, but it's back where you built it, although it isn't necessary. To get a zombie blood, I recommend that you fill up all of the soul boxes around the map. This is because you'll need to do it anyway for the next step. The soul boxes are right underneath the mound, behind stamina, at the church, and behind jug. If you didn't get a zombie blood drop from filling up the soul boxes, grab the ice staff. By extinguishing 3 cards around the map, in the locations shown here, a zombie blood will spawn at the top of the mound. You can do this once per round as long as you have the ice staff. Once you have the upgraded Maxis drone, you're at the final 3 steps. I couldn't use the actual Shepherd of Fire song due to copyright, so I re-recorded it myself. Grab the reward from filling up all of the soul boxes at the rewards chest at spawn or generator 6. It will be the biggest stone lit up at the bottom of the tablet. Now you have to go into the mound and punch the zombies with the white smoke around them. You do not have to kill them with your punch, you just have to punch them. Eventually you'll get that stone tablet as shown there. Pick it up. You're at the final 2 steps now. Bring all of the staves to the crazy place and place them in the pedestals. Once you've placed all of the staves in the pedestals, you have to fill them up with souls again. Don't forget to pick up the Maxis drone. Once placed, they can be picked up again and it will not reset your progress. This means that you can pick one up, charge a shot, shoot the shot, and then place it back down. Once you fill them up with enough souls, the screen should flash white. At this point, you need to release the Maxis drone and let him go up into the light. Then, to see a cutscene and end game, interact with the beam of light. Oh, I'm not showing you it, you'll have to get it yourself. Now for the extras. You can obtain a golden shovel by digging up a lot of dig spots. You can obtain a golden helmet, which makes you immune to robot footsteps by digging up even more dig spots. With the golden shovel in combination with zombie blood, you can find red dig spots, which gives you extra perk slots. They can be found at these locations. My Steam guide has these images in higher resolution. I also want to thank the Call of Duty wiki for making the map on the bottom. You can get a free LMG called the Magna Collider by making Maxis pick up 4 discs across the map. The first one is on some grading on the church. The second one is on top of the mound on some scaffolding. The third one is by stamina on the broken house. The white snow flash signifies that he's picked it up, even if he isn't there. The fourth and final one is right outside the spawn on your way to the tank station on your right. Once Maxis has picked all of them up, make your way back to Pack-a-Punch, and he will spawn the Magna Collider in front of Pack-a-Punch. If you use a sniper to look at the church's bell tower, you will get jump scared. In order to play Shepherd of Fire on the map, there are 3 radios you have to interact with. The first one is inside of the church robot's head immediately on your left. The second one is inside of the crazy place, in between the fire and ice areas, in a small crevice. And the third and final one is at the bottom of the mound on some scaffolding. Note that these radios don't often make sound when you interact with them. You can activate the song Archangel, which is playing right now, by interacting with 3 green rocks around the map. The first one is at spawn, the second one is inside of the workshop upstairs under some bunk beds. The third and final rock is past the mount's entrance on some scaffolding behind a box. By only activating Generator 1 and Generator 5, then going back to Generator 1 and interacting with the painted ones, then going back to Generator 5 and interacting with the painted 5s there, a song will start playing. This song is called Aether. Thank you for using my guide. It has been a pleasure. Here are 2 summary pictures to help you out. You can find these on Steam as well in my guide. Anyway, see ya.